Hey there, good morning everyone. Friday the 15th of July 2022. This morning's devotional is a reading from Zechariah chapter 8 verse 16, which reads, "These are the things you are to do. Speak the truth to each other and render true and sound judgment in your courts." Two individuals both take an oath in court. They are asked, "Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?" And both say, "I do." Yet, when the two take the witness stand, their stories contradict each other. Both cannot be telling the truth. One of them has to be lying, yet both seem so sincere. Both have good reputations, and both of them speak very convincingly. So, which one is telling the truth? It's a tough issue, right? How can individuals lie so convincingly? It starts at an early age when we may have been caught with our hand in the cookie jar. And the mother asks, "Did you do that?" And immediately your first response is, "No, it wasn't me. It was my brother or my sister or whoever." And she knows immediately, but that instinct to lie is there. So how do you know who's telling the truth? And how do you know when someone is lying? There are times when it seems there are telltale indications. For example, when I was a little boy and my dad questioned the truthfulness of my story, he used to say to me, "Look me in the eye and tell me what you just told me." And naturally, if I couldn't do that, he knew my story was suspect, and the consequences came after that. In working with people, I've learned to put a lot of stock in non-verbal signals. Jaws that suddenly clench, fists that are tied up, that are tightly held or clenched, voices that become strained and tense, and blotches that break out on a person's neck. In 1921, John Lawson invented the first lie detector, an instrument which is known today as the polygraph machine. The more refined version of what Lawson created is now a device that measures reactions to questions which must be answered yes or no. And the instrument records changes in blood pressure, pulse, and breathing. It also measures a variety of responses, including muscle movement and changes in electrical charges, which are the result of involuntary reflexes. There are times when the general public will never know who is telling the truth and who is lying. Yet, when individuals of sound mind, they know clearly when they are lying and when they are telling the truth. There is another issue which needs to be considered. Whether or not spectators to certain dramas ever know who is lying, God does, and eventually He has His payday. My dear friends, long ago, God dictated, these are the things you are to do. Speak the truth to each other. Render true and sound judgments in your courts. Eventually, who is telling the truth and who is lying will be clear, for the day of judgment will reveal it, and there will be no secrets. Let us begin telling the truth. After all, it is easier at the end of the day because you don't need to remember what lie you told to get out of that sticky mess. My dear friends, may the Lord be with you. May He bless you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.